It's Beachside with Kay. Hey, you guys. We are headed to the beach right now. It has been raining. Let me show you guys. So, oop, let me see if I can flip it. You see it's, oop, I see it's like kind of wet around here. So yeah, it definitely has been raining all day actually, like on and off. A little bit more than like an average day of rain. Because, like I said, on the island, it rains literally every day at some point in time, but it's just been raining a lot this week. So, yeah, I got a few mosquitoes in my house this week. So, y'all know I wasn't happy about that. I was like, oh no. But I think it's literally because of all of this rain. So, I have like some outdoor mosquito like sprays and like bombs and stuff. They're not like a long term solution, but for the short term, I have definitely been utilizing them. So, yeah, that's what has been going on my way. I'm happy to report though, I only got 2 mosquito bites this week, which you know is good for your girl. We're gonna see what this beach is talking about, especially since it's been raining a lot. A lot.
Hi. Hola.
So yeah, we're headed to the beach. But yeah, that's somebody new at the front. I know he was looking at me like, what are you doing? Because I just walked in here all confidently. Because usually you gotta like let them know, who you are, who you're gonna see and stuff. Because this isn't my community. But most of the guards, they know who I am. He's new. That's why I just said hello and kept it moving. So yes, we are. I'm trying to hurry up and get y'all to the beach. And I gotta tell y'all about my Christmas tree fiasco of the week. It's been a very interesting week, to say the least. Hello. We are on our way though. As you guys know, it's definitely dark. That's why I'm like, I'm running against time, trying to hurry up and get there so y'all can get a little bit of the beach before the weekend has officially started. Well, for some of y'all, I know it's officially started, but whew, your girl is tired. Ooh, you know what? I was just thinking about it because of all this rain. I know, I know that the frogs are gonna be freaking awful today. They're gonna be awful, like the big ones, because here, native to the island, we have the coqui frogs, which are like really small. They're like a size of like a quarter, but you don't really see them, but you hear them, and they make a little sound. They go coqui, coqui. That's why they call them coquis. So that's what the legend says. Okay. Now y'all know I got my socks on. Y'all know from time to time I will forget, but my socks are definitely on. Today I'm not playing no games. Let's get into this weekend. Look like nobody's on my. Like even like all of my neighbors and stuff, like everybody was gone this week. This was like the most quietest week since I've been here on the island. Just kind of feel like a little ghost town this week for some reason. Alright. We're almost here. Now, I don't know how far I'm gonna go out today. Simply because I know this sand is wet. People been, I'm gonna probably stand right here. Because I know this sand is definitely wet. Because it's been raining all day. So yeah, but it's been a pretty cloudy day, just in general. It's been really cloudy. Of course, it's getting darker now, but you guys can see it's pretty cloudy out for sure. Okay, so let's talk about this Christmas tree fiasco, you guys. So I told y'all a few weeks ago how, like around Thanksgiving, how I was super pressed beyond. I'm like, look, I'm not going home for Christmas. Usually my family does like this big Christmas party every year. We haven't done one since 2018. And 2020 is COVID, this year's COVID. So yeah, no big Christmas party for us. But I'm used to spending the holidays with my family. So I'm like, you know what? I just want a Christmas tree. I wanted a real Christmas tree. I would settle for a synthetic Christmas tree, but the truth is I really don't have that much storage space. And I refuse to be looking at a Christmas box all year round because I don't have nowhere to put it. So anyway, I was so excited. I found that my community, there was a couple that was selling these Christmas trees, y'all. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to pay my coins. Went ahead, paid the I believe it was $128 that I paid. I sent the money November 22nd, okay? Well, originally I was supposed to be buying a tree stand from the couple. They was like, oh, sorry, we ran out of tree stands. So I'm like, no problem, I'll order one off of Amazon, off of Walmart, somewhere I'll be able to get one. So I ordered it, I want to say like on Thanksgiving. Y'all, do y'all think my tree stand ever came? Absolutely not. And I knew it was going to be delayed because it showed that it was never even like packed or anything like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm waiting for this Christmas, stand. I'm like, I'm going all around the island trying to find Christmas tree stands. And this is for the real Christmas tree. Can't find them. They're like sold out everywhere. They have a few, but not like a lot. Because of course, wherever y'all live, I'm sure y'all can go into any store and find a Christmas tree stand. And y'all can probably find Christmas trees all around your city. Well, here it's not like that. Well, I told y'all like a week after that I was sad because I found out there was actually, hey brother, hey Logan, how you doing? I'm waiting for my pictures too. I just wanted to remind you, I ain't here to harass you, but I'm waiting for my pictures. I'm over here giving my story about this Christmas tree. I'm getting there. So look, so Home Depot, they only selling their Christmas trees for like $60, $70. And I'm like, dang, like I was salty, but I was like, you know what, I already done paid for this tree. I already been in communication. I'm just gonna go with the original plan. And plus they were like, oh, we keep them refrigerated. They're gonna be fresh trees. We cut off, the bottom inch of the trunk. I'm like, okay, good, okay, because I really don't know what's going on with, Home Depot, because of course these trees done came from somewhere, right? My tree done came from Kenya. So, okay, we're gonna fast forward, y'all. So, last week, I had this plan, and my grandma was like, had a plan too. And she was like, well, why don't you just have somebody pack the suitcase? But I'm like, okay, and my little cousins was in town this week. So my family, they came together last week and they showed out. They made sure that they got me, the things that I needed. I got me some glory greens in a can. I got some collard greens. I got some mixed greens in a can. Of course, it don't replace, it ain't nothing like no fresh greens. But hey, I got to take what I can get because like I told y'all, for Thanksgiving, it wasn't no collard greens. It ain't no mixed greens. At least, let me not be biased, where I live on the island. They're not to be found. Okay, because they're not native to the island, and everything, about 85% of everything that comes to this island, about 85% of everything on this island has been shipped over here, right, from the States. Okay, I had to tell y'all about that. But anyway, so let me tell y'all about this tree. So I'm so excited. So I hit up the lady and I'm like, hey, I'll be ready for my tree Sunday or Monday. Is that cool with you? Can you drop it off on either day? She was like, oh yeah, that's fine. Give me your address. Gave her my address, everything. So, literally, I don't have a car on the island. So, when I have to, go somewhere, sometimes I have to get rentals, whatever it is. Okay. We don't have Uber here either. That's a whole nother story. So, I ended up having to get a rental car on the island so I could get to San Juan, so I could get the suitcase that got the Christmas tree stand so that I could, get my tree and stuff. So, this is Sunday. Y'all, let me tell y'all, our little rental place here, you only can book your rental car on the phone or via email. Like, they want you to email them your credit card information and stuff. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not, like, this email is not secure. Absolutely not. So anyways, end up calling, getting my stuff booked, go to San Juan, spend the evening with my cousins. So then Monday, I'm like, okay, well, my tree should definitely be here today because I never heard from them on Sunday, right? Monday come around, I'm like, hey, you know, what time are you guys coming by? Crickets, y'all. I hear absolutely nothing. Absolutely, no, she asked me for my address again. I'm like, I've already given you my address. Asked for the address again. I'm like, okay. Y'all, the whole day heard nothing. I'm like, okay, let me be calm. Tuesday comes around, y'all. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to be patient, you know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, just trying to follow up. When will the tree be delivered? And I hear nothing all Tuesday from them. But I can see from the page, you know, on Instagram, it lets you know if somebody's read your message. It clearly says that my message has been seen. So, like, I'm starting to get a little hot. It's Tuesday. You know, I'm excited. I got my little decorations. My mom, my stepmom, my sister. Like, they came together. They got your girl together, okay? So, I'm so excited. Y'all, Wednesday come around. So, Wednesday come around, I'm like, all right. Like, what's going on? So, I'm like, hey, you know, what's going on? Like, you know, you guys told me you were going to deliver my tree either Sunday or Monday. Like, it's Wednesday. What's up? The lady emails me and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Me and my husband were on vacation this weekend. I'm like, okay. Well, you know, y'all, that the weekend has come and passed. Like, what have you done for me lately? You know? So she was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you didn't have your tree. I'm going to have my husband contact you and he's going to deliver your tree. Y'all, Wednesday then came and passed. I never got any communication from the husband. Yesterday comes by. Yesterday is Thursday. Now my patience is thin because now I have already paid you. I paid you November 22nd, okay? 22. I paid you, okay? You know, like, just don't play with me. You know what I mean? Like, don't play with me. So I reached out and I was like, you know, this is extremely unprofessional. You know, as a small business owner myself, like, I clearly understand the importance of good customer service. I was like, if there was something going on, you guys should have communicated with me. And at this point, I want to know, like, what is going to be done basically to rectify this situation. So at that point, I didn't see like that they had actually read the message. I get a call last night. It's from the husband. He was like, hello, is this Carol? I was like, yes, this is she. He was like, oh, this is such and such husband. I just want to let you know my wife is in the room crying right now. So I'm like, okay, woe is me. Okay, this is a little dramatic, a little TMI for me. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, she's crying right now. She's just really upset because she didn't realize you didn't have your tree and we had people that were working for us. And, you know, obviously the ball was dropped on our end and we just really want to apologize to you and let you know, like, this is not how we, you know, usually do business and, like, we're so sorry. I'm like, okay, I can take a sorry, right? You know, because I want people to extend grace to me. You know what I mean? Because, of course, I'm not perfect and, you know, we have little times when we're raggedy or we drop the ball. So I'm not, you know, I'm not above reproach myself. So I'm very calm with him. I'm like, you know, let your wife know everything's going to be okay. I just really am looking forward to having my tree. I'm excited about my tree and I'm just disappointed because the communication, like, y'all just stopped communication, like, these last couple days. I haven't heard anything from you guys. So he's like, oh, okay, yeah, my wife, yeah, she came in the room and she started cussing me out because she was saying, like, how upset she was, and then she started crying and she went and locked herself in a room, so I have to go try to make up things for her. And I'm like, this ain't none of my business. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm sorry you got that going on, but that ain't my business. I just want my tree, you know? I'm not telling him this. I'm just being kind on the phone. I was like, oh, no. You know, like, it's not okay, but, like, I'm happy that, you know, you sound sincere and you're trying to correct the situation. So he's like, okay, first thing in the morning, I'm coming to personally deliver you the tree. I'm like, cool. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. So, let me tell y'all, 9 o'clock this morning comes around. And mind you, I ain't go to bed till like 4 or 5 in the morning. So I had my, y'all don't ask. I'm a night owl for real. And I usually don't stay up that late. But yes, last night I was up late. I've been trying to, y'all, I've been watching on Netflix. It's called La Reina del Flow. Oh my gosh, it's so good. But we're going to talk about that later. Okay, back to story time. So I set my alarm for 8 a.m. because I was like, he's going to end up calling early this morning, right? So I'm up, y'all. 9 a.m. He calls, hey, how are you? I said, I'm doing well. Yourself? He's like, I'm doing good. I'm over here at the finca. Finca is like farm in Spanish. I'm at the finca now. I'm like, okay, cool. He was like, how do I spell your name? I'm like, Kara. He was like, okay, cool. He's like, you had a 6-foot tree? I said, yeah. He's like, oh, okay, perfect. I see your tree. He was like, I'm getting ready to deliver it to you. I said, great. Awesome. Okay. Y'all. Mind you, the finca is in my community. The finca is literally less than 15-minute drive in my, it's like a probably 5 to 10-minute drive in my community. Like literally. He's like, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to head your way. So, what would be a grace period that you guys will give somebody if they say they're on their way and they're literally 5-10 minutes away? Y'all, 10 o'clock come around. I'm like, okay. 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. At this point, y'all, I am livid because I had stuff to do today and I work out every day and I get my little skate on, and y'all, I don't be sharing all my videos, but I did just start sharing my skate videos for Friday. So, you know, the people was waiting for my video today and I'm up here playing around because I'm like, I don't want to start, you know, getting into my workout and he coming to drop off the tree. You know, like I just want to make sure I'm available. Whoop-de-doo. Y'all, this man did not come around. I mean, I ended up sending them an email and I said, I sent them a message through their business page on Instagram. I said I would like a full refund back to my Zelle, and I gave them all of my Zelle details. Literally, this was probably like 3:30, between 3:30 and 4. I get a phone call probably less than 10 minutes after I send the message. I get a phone call. Y'all ready for this? This is the man on the phone. He's like, hello, hi, Kara. I said, hi. He said, I'm getting ready to drop off your tree. I said, at this point, I said, it's been too much of a hassle. I don't even want the tree. I just want my refund. I will find another tree. Like, I don't even want to deal with you guys. You know what I mean? Because all you have is your word. And you have continued to let me down. I am just disappointed. You know, with the community, I'm not the community. With the communication, like, I'm very disappointed. Y'all, this man starts going in on me. No, you're going to take this tree. I said, excuse me? He was like, we're not doing refunds. Do you know all the hell that I've been through to get your tree? I said, sir, that has nothing to do with me. This is your business. This is not my business. I said, because the way that I run business and the way that you run business, we are not the same. You guys, I'm calm. He's like, I'm talking just like this, you guys. I was like, so are you going to listen to your customer or are you going to continue talking over it? He's yelling, y'all. I'm so calm. And I thank God. I really thank God. God put me in the classroom to be a teacher for a reason. And I think it was really to build my patience and to be able to recognize the inner child in adults. Because I'm telling you, one thing about it, I have my grandmama in me. My mama's mama, I got some of her in me. And Granny, she like Medea. She a little off the chain, okay? And I don't be trying to go there. You know, like, I like to be professional. I like to be kind. I'm all about kindness. But, y'all, I was like 2.5 seconds away from really getting out of character. And I didn't like that, you know? So, like, the more that I feel myself, like, wanting to, like, turn up, I turn myself down. So, like, I get, like, kind of, like, scaringly. I know that ain't a real word, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I get, like, scaringly calm. because it's like the calm before the storm, because now I'm about to have to act the fool, you know? But I don't like acting the fool because I know acting the fool don't really solve anything, but it's just like, whew, you guys, I was just tempted, okay? I was tempted today, but I did not fall. I did not fall for the prey. But listen, y'all, so he's like, what is your address? What is your address? I have the tree. The tree is in the car with me right now. I live in Palmas too. I live in Palmas too. He was like, and you know what? You know what I wanted to say? I said, carry on. I said, you have a lot to say, so I'm carry on. He's like, I just want to say, forget about everything. Forget about this tree. I said, well, sir, I asked for a refund. Forget about this tree because I just feel like this island is not dependable. He said these people on this island are not dependable. Now, granted, I don't know if he is like native to the island. He called me from like an Orlando area code, but I don't know if he's like Puerto Rican, or I know he's Hispanic, so I don't know if, you know what I mean? Like he was like talking about the island like it's like his island and him. Like, I don't know. That ain't my business. But he was like, these people on the island, they are so unreliable. And me and my wife, we haven't even been here for, only a few months, and we're trying to learn our way around, and we're just having to deal with people, and I'm just tired of dealing with people. Once again, sir, what does that have to do with me? I said, you're more than welcome. I said, for real? I said, to be completely honest, I said, if I was in your situation and the way that I have been treated, I said, I would give me the tree still for free, and I would still give myself the refund. So he's like, you're not getting a refund. Well, you know what? If you want the refund, I'm just going to bring you the tree. But if you want the refund, you're going to have to deal with my wife. I said, your wife that was just crying yesterday and didn't want to speak to me and had you call me? Like, I'm confused how that's going to work. And I was just like, you guys lack integrity. Because at this point, I was like, you know what? You don't even have to give me a full refund. But I do believe that I deserve at least a partial refund. And y'all, he was like, no. Now, granted, I went through Zelle. So I went through my bank. I clearly can dispute. I can dispute this, transaction. So my question to you guys. If you were in my situation and dealing with this man being irate and acting a fool today, would you, even though he did end up bringing me the tree, but would you guys just let it be and just say, I hope that, they gain a lesson from this? Or do you guys dispute the interaction? Or do you guys request a refund one more time, like a partial refund? Or like, what do y'all do moving forward? And I'm gonna read these comments before, while y'all typing me what y'all would do, because I know it's a delay, but I need to know what y'all would do. And I was trying to figure out, you remember they used to have all the little JD bracelets. I wish I had one on today, because I'm like, what would Jesus do? I was really trying to tune in with them today. I was really trying to, because I'm telling y'all, it took everything in me. Let's see. Logan said, I just emailed you a couple pictures of the baby. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so excited. Logan said, it's been crazy trying to finish the rest of my assignments. I took off Wednesday through Friday. Oh, no, for sure. I know you ready to be done. Because your graduation is literally, right? When are you going to be in Ohio? Is it next week? My brother said, what have you done for me lately? Exactly. Nah, he got cussed out. Nah, I got to turn up on him. I'm cutting up. What this vending session got to do with my refund? Exactly. That's what I was trying to figure out, you guys. Like, what does this vending session, like, he's really going ham. Like, the guy was supposed to drop it off to you this morning, and he didn't. So that's why I'm doing it myself. And I was like, well, if I recall, I said, we spoke yesterday, and you told me that you were personally going to deliver the tree to me today. He was like, no, I didn't say that. I said, you did. I said, carry on. You did. Oh, and then another part, he said, another part that had me cracking up that I had to check him about. I checked him in like the calmest way, like ever. But he was like, well, I told you I was dropping the tree off today. I said, no, correction. You told me I will be dropping the tree off first thing in the morning, and you called in the morning to confirm that you were dropping it off to me this morning, and I'm only hearing back from you because I have requested an email from your business page. Requested a refund from your business page. She's like, no, I told you I would drop it off today. I said, no. Specifically, you told me you would drop it off this morning. No, I didn't. I said, well, why did you call me this morning? I said, I'm really confused. So I said, are you calling me a liar? Y'all, and y'all know I wasn't about to let him in my house. I said, I don't have time for, for these minions today. And this spirit will not be allowed in my home. You know what I mean? So he literally pulls up because he called me. He's like, I'm outside. I was like, okay. So I come, he gets the tree out his truck. Y'all, first of all, I got my little Charlie Christmas tree. And y'all know, if y'all done seen, y'all know Snoopy and Charlie's, their Christmas tree. That's what my Christmas tree is. But we ain't gonna talk about that. That's a whole, I'm gonna give a tree some time to, to develop and, into the wee hours of the evening. And we're gonna see if we get some more, blooming of the tree. I had sent the picture to my stepmom. She was like, this is the most inexpensive, low quality, real Christmas tree I've seen in a long time. Y'all, it's just been a whole thing. So I go to the car, I grab the tree, and he's like, yeah, it's just so ridiculous, just working out here, trying to work with people. And I didn't say anything. I did the, like, a little nod, like, and like a little, y'all know, like the little sarcastic little smirk that you got on your face, and then you nod your head like, like that. That's what I did. And then I walked away because I was like, not today. Because I was about to hit him in his head with the Christmas tree. Lord forgive me, but that's what I thought about him. Because I'm like, never would you think it is okay to disrespect me in this way. So yes. Let's see. Logan said, I still want my money for the refund. Okay, so you think I should go ahead and try to get the refund? Logan said, you was already tuned in with Jesus because he ain't get cussed out. No, for real. Like, if it was literally, my mama, she's sweet as could be, but my mama like, let me talk to him. My auntie like, let me talk to him. My cousins that's on the island right now, they left today. They left this evening, but they like, no, you give me the contact information because they like, you too nice. You too kind to people. And I was like, y'all don't understand the amount of, like, self-control, which is just really denying my flesh, that it takes for me to deal with people. But like I said, I thank God that for my experience as, working with teenagers as a teacher, because I really feel like teaching, teenagers it really helps you to be able to, like, compress, some of the things that you actually want to do to people. So like I said, when I heard him arguing, I was like, okay, this is his inner child. Like, I'm not talking to an adult right now. I'm clearly talking to a child. And that's what I have to remind myself of that. Logan said, you got a pistol? No, their rules and stuff out here are, like, super crazy. I couldn't, like, ship anything over here when I moved. So yeah, nope. Don't have anything over here. But I know karate from Almighty ISIS. I'm just saying, I can defend myself if I need to. But yes, brother, it was too much of a scenario. I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's crazy because my dad gets in town next week. Like, y'all, if my daddy was here and my daddy heard how that man was talking to me on the phone, it would have been some problems. It would have been an issue. I'm just saying. So he is very blessed, and he was a little old scrawny little man too. He was talking all that big energy. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, this is the most unprofessional interaction that I have ever had. And like I said, I told him, I said, you can keep the tree. He was like, no, I'm going to give you the tree regardless. I said, okay, you're going to have to talk to my wife about the refund. So, yeah, at this point, I don't even know if I want to interact with them again through the business account or if I should just go directly to my bank and just dispute it with my bank. Because I just think it was ridiculous and extremely disrespectful. And I do have the tree now, but it shouldn't have took all that, you know? And I like to, have high integrity and character, as often as I can. But we human though, and I acknowledge my human side. So I'm like, okay, like, do I give this a pass? Like, because yesterday I was in the spirit of like grace, like, but now I'm just like, I'm not Jesus, like, I'm not your savior, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a disciple, but I ain't your savior. You're gonna have to go through him, because if you come to me, it's gonna be a whole nother conversation. Lord, he's still working on me though. I'm a work in progress. I let it be known, I am a work in progress, you guys. But yeah, that was my incident. And like yesterday, he was so concerned. Like, he was like, my wife she's just concerned about, you know, how this could affect like our image. And he kept on saying like, yeah, I just don't want to have to, we live in the same community and I'm sure we dine at the same places. So I don't want to have to see you in person and, feel like I didn't do the part that I was supposed to do on my behalf. So I really just want to, just say, I have to fulfill this package for you because I said that I would bring it. So I have to bring it to you because I don't want it to be any problems. So, yeah. Logan said, I just go through your bank and dispute it that way. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do then. I just don't want to deal with them anymore. And like I said, I would have just a partial, refund. But he told me he couldn't even give me a partial refund. I'm like, well, I want the whole thing now. And especially because there's nothing on their website or anything that says like no refund. You know what I mean? So when I asked for the refund, you should have just gave me the refund and you could have refilled that tree. That's how I feel. Because at a point in time, I'm like, okay, is it that the tree just doesn't exist at this point? Like, did y'all sell my tree? I was just so confused. But he kept on saying somebody dropped the ball, but you don't understand. Like, as a small business owner, as a business owner in general, like, nobody cares about who dropped the ball. Like, the ball was dropped. You are the face of your business. So it's up to you to make it right. And you didn't. Like, you think you did, but you were completely disrespectful. And I would never. And he was like, I'm never doing this again. We're not even buying trees to distribute next year. I said, I think that would be for the best. That would have made him square up. Absolutely. Buddy tried it, okay? He would have had he would have never had that tone with a man. You know what I mean? And that's what makes me mad, because I'm like, you trying to turn up because you hear a woman on this other side of the phone, but you would have never had that energy if it was another man on the other line. So I didn't like it. I didn't like that at all. So yes, that is my story time though about this tree situation. And like you said, I'm gonna go ahead, go through my bank, and I'm gonna dispute it because it's just not acceptable. And I am the type of person that, like, if I go to a restaurant and I have a bad experience or something, I'm always the one to like let it go. Like, oh no, like my family and friends, they would be like, oh no, like, can I talk to a manager? Can I this? And I always try to take the path of like least resistance, because I really don't like confrontation. Because I don't like feeling like I don't have control. And when I, in confrontational, moments, fight or flight, I'm not playing. We're gonna have to fight. So I'm just the Lord, I'm telling y'all, He's working on me. So I just I take the path of least resistance, but I think for this one, I think I am. I'm gonna go ahead and follow through. Logan said, some dude talk to my wife like that, I'm going to jail. Okay, like, it's crazy. I'm just like, and that's the thing, if somebody would have talked to his wife like that, and you know his wife was clearly putting on a Karen act, you know what I mean? All crying and stuff yesterday, and you didn't even want to speak to me though. Like, and that's another thing, like, being a black woman, I just feel like I already have to come in a certain way when I'm dealing with others because I'm always worried about like my image and how am I gonna, like, I already know you're going to call me the aggressor. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm always like conscious about that and like trying to make sure I'm representing myself in Christ's will. But y'all, it's hard. Oh, Logan, I'm fighting. That for real. That's why I'm like a little quiet storm. Don't like I stay on zero probably 97% of the time. But that little 3%, you just don't want to see her. You know, like she don't come out that often. You know, you don't want to see her because I am calm and cool and collected, and I love people and I love kindness, and I truly believe that kindness is the way. But woo, yeah. And I knew I was like super annoyed, like my yesterday, like my legs and stuff was like real tingly because I just was feeling just real like anxious and like stressed out about this whole tree situation. Like I was so annoyed and bothered because I just was like, damn, I don't like to feel like somebody's like taking advantage of me, or you know, like somebody don't value like my contribution. That is like, ooh, that will get under my skin. And it did yesterday. And I was like, oh, something's going to have to give. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just going to request a refund because if I continue having interactions with them, I'm not going to be nice. Because yesterday I was so understanding, y'all. Like, I was so, and I was kind today as well, even though he was acting the darn food. Yesterday I was just like, no, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Like, tell your wife, you know, I'm not upset. I'm calm. I'm glad that you guys are rectifying the issue. Like, I'm grateful for that. But yeah, and then I felt like, ooh, that was a lie. I need to take it back. Today, that's how I felt. So, yeah. But no, thank you for listening, y'all, to my story time about this Christmas tree. I do have the tree, though, now. And I'm going to probably let it sit. If I stay up late tonight, I might decorate it late tonight, or I'm going to wait till tomorrow to decorate it. But I put water in it and stuff, and I know it had to be thirsty, you know. My tree been waiting on me. I felt so bad. Like, poor tree. My white brother walked up on her one time talking crazy, and I hemmed him up so fast. I bet you did. That would have been my brother and his, well, that would have been my brother and his in-laws if they came up on her too. So I know my brother is very protective of his wife as well. As you should be, though. As you should be. There ain't nobody playing those type of games. Disrespect to no woman. I'm just saying. So yes, yes. But other than that, like I said, I've been watching my little show. I want to see a picture of this tree now. I'm invested. Okay, I am. It is, and it's not that bad. It do look a little Charlie Brownish for real, but it's not that bad. It don't look like $128 worth of a tree. I'll tell you that. But it's gonna work for, you know, for the space that I have. It's gonna work. But I was reminded. It was funny because when it came, it was like wrapped up. So you know, it's wrapped up super tight. And I was so nervous to start cutting off the plastic and stuff. I said, man. I said, Charlie, what we doing today? Charlie. But it wasn't that bad. Oh, Brianne, she's on here. Oh, so you know this time change the messed up Brianne because she is on business calls at this time. She got company calls and stuff. She got her upgrade in her position at work. She got promoted, so she's an important person that has important meetings. So she don't be able to get on here for real. Cousin, I was just telling him the story about the Christmas tree, but cousin, I ain't even got to talk to you today. You must be busy. Oh, my cousin's en route to the game. Oh, Logan. Oh my gosh, talking about the game. So my little brother plays basketball. I got another part two quick story time, and I'm gonna let y'all go. My cousin, I called her on FaceTime with my other siblings and my little cousin so we could reenact this story time. I know, cousin. I know you've been busy. Did you? You have to, girl. I know you just got on here, so you don't even know what's going on with the tree and how the guy was being disrespectful today and told me I couldn't get a refund. But that's another story. But cousin, I do have the tree now. Right. I could have got the tree from Home Depot for all of that. All that. Oh, did I say it right? All that. Logan says she's good. I sent Kara a couple pictures of the baby today. Cousin, I'll let you see. I'll ask her to see later. Okay, so let me give you a quick story time earlier this week. So my little brother plays basketball and their official like city league season started this week. They've had like 2 games, but they were out of the city. So they had a city game this week. And yeah, he got a game today, Logan. She headed to the game. Cousin said, tell her to go to Wally, but no, but you know, our Walmart didn't have fake trees, cousin. They only had the synthetic trees. Oh yeah, I was pressed Tiana for a real tree. Don't judge me. I know, never again though. I'm not gonna say never again, just no time soon. I have no desire for a real tree. And oh my gosh, all the pines that's on my floor is ridiculous. That's a whole nother story. But hold on, listen though, listen, Logan. So my little brother had a game this week. So I want to say like the first half of the game, it was a little small altercation that happened with one player from his team and one player from the other team. So my cousin, I love her so much. I'm grateful because there wasn't that many people at the game. When she FaceTimed me, I was able to see the game clearly. So she basically got me on FaceTime and she's let me watch the game because unfortunately they're not streaming the games this year. Last year we couldn't go to the games. So they streamed them. But this year you can go to the games, but I don't go home till January. So I'm missing the first half of the season. You know, I'm just so emotional about it. He a senior. You know, that's my little baby. And yeah. So she is, you know, the cousin, auntie, sister, mama stepping up while I'm not there. And my mama too will be at the game. But my mama wasn't at this game. It was just my cousin. So my cousin, we looking at the game, little altercation. I thought the little boy had like threw a punch at the boy, but my cousin was like, no, I think he just pushed him. But I was like, ooh, that looks like a punch on my end. So they done split up the kids. They put up one of the kids in the locker room for like 2.5 seconds. The other little boy, they put him on the bench. Okay, cool. So end of first half, you know, second half come, my brother's team, they whipping up on the team. Next thing you know, we looking at the game. I'm like, okay, it's like less than 2 minutes left in the game. Looking at the game, and I'm like, next thing I know, I see a whole, you know, entourage on the corner of the visitor side. Oh my brother, are you listening to this story? So I literally, I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? All I hear is my cousin's voice. She's like, Josiah! Josiah! She's screaming, that's my little brother's name. She's screaming at JoJo because he was on the bench at that time. The whole bench has cleared itself at this point in time to go run over to, you know, help their teammates because literally they were already on the visitors bench. So all of the visitors bench was right there, you know what I mean? And it was only the team, you know, those 5 players that was out there compared to the whole bench. So they all ran over there. And my little brother, he's like squaring up, you know, like, and so my cousin, she's like, you better not! You better not! It wasn't a funny situation, but it was so funny. Like, and gratefully, my little brother did not have to fight. They were able to de-escalate it, but they were just going to make sure their teammates were okay. So then next thing I know, they done pulled my brother's team to the locker room. They're getting all of the kids in the locker room and trying to split up the teams. This parent from the stands, she done had a baby in her hand and threw the baby to somebody and then ran down the stairs to try, like she ran on the court like she was about to square up with the kids. My cousin is at the game. She has on some heels, okay? I don't know what made, she was trying to be cute, okay? She had her heels on. She's clonking down the steps. Mind you, I'm still on FaceTime. she's clonking down the steps. And she was like, nah, like, there's a grown woman, like, look, not today. Not today. You are not about to put your hand on nobody else's child. Like, what is wrong with you? Oh my, it was so crazy. And I cannot believe I was on FaceTime to witness these shenanigans. But gratefully, the security was able to get the lady, and, you know, the event was able to, like, get de-escalated. But it was just too much. And this isn't even like a rival team for them, which is like crazy. Like, you could kind of, that sounds bad, but you can kind of expect, you know, a little bit of tension if it's like a rivalry team or something like that. It was not even a rivalry team. Like, this is a newer high school. The kids, from what I'm aware, the kids don't even know the boys from the other team, like from the neighborhood or anything like that. Like, this is like their first time really interacting with these kids. So it was just crazy. It was crazy. Logan said I would have checked him if I was there. Thank you, brother. Logan said bro was ready to scrap. Kevin said, you know how boys be wanting to fight. You know how they be getting all low. And I was laughing because that is how guys will fight. Like, pulling up your shorts or your pants. Like, what are you pulling up? I'm not going to lie, I've never understood that. When people are about to fight, like, why they're like pulling from like the halfway up their thigh, their shorts or whatever it is. Like, what is that going to do? Because as soon as you move your hand, it's going right back down. But, you know, you guys know. Like, I guess it's just like that. Logan said cousin trying to get her man in them heels. Like, she wasn't playing. She was making sure her baby cousin was okay. And then she stayed after the game. So they was like, you need, because of course it was less than 2 minutes. It was less than 2 minutes left in the game. So of course they ended up just ending the rest of the game. And my cousin, she stayed because, you know, she wanted to make sure he got to his car safely and everything like that. And they were like, you have to go. She was like, no, I'm waiting for my baby cousin. Cousin said I got on sneakers and a hoodie today. Cousin, you are so funny. Oh my gosh, you are so freaking funny. But cousin, my mom called me today because she was like, well, are they still having a game? Because supposedly there was like somebody had like a weapon, trying to bring a weapon up to the school today. So it's been a lot of, our city has been having so much stuff going on. It's like really, really scary right now, all the things that's going on, especially with the schools. Like, there's been so many different threats. And even with my brother's school, like that next day, those boys from that school, like they had the police and everything at the school because the boys from the other school, which is not even a rival school, was like making threats to my brothers, like to their team. So it was just drama. Yes, cousin said drama. Exactly. Doing the absolute most. Well, cousin, you gotta FaceTime me. You gotta FaceTime me when you get to the game, and let's see what the signal's like in that auditorium. I feel like the signal though at Mifflin's not that good, so we can see. If not, if you could at least get a couple of little clips for me, cousin, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so those are my 2 story times of the week. My brother's basketball team brawl and the Christmas tree. My Charlie Christmas tree. Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Cousin said it's trash. Exactly. What's up with these kids and carrying guns? It's absolutely awful. Awful, awful, awful. Oh, you said the signal's trash at Mifflin? Okay, yeah. I figured it would be, cousin. At least can you try to send me a couple little clips if you can? I would greatly appreciate it. Or you know, you do a good job doing a text feed to let me know what's going on with the game. It should be a pretty good game though. We used to fight and shake hands exactly after, like, gone are those days. You gotta fear for your life just for, you know, getting into a fight or altercation. Got you, cousin. Got you. All right, well, I appreciate you guys for taking time out to hang with me on this beautiful like I said, I'm so happy. It's literally been raining all day, but it stopped right before Beachside was paid because the Lord knew I needed to chat with you guys today and let y'all know about, the shenanigans of the week. But I will definitely be giving you guys an update next week as well. My dad will be here next week. He'll be here Thursday to Sunday. So I am still gonna try to do my Beachside with Kay because he's just gonna be chilling. He's not gonna care if I leave for a little bit. He'll be fine. My cousin said they're emotional talking about like the kids and stuff and them not just wanting to, fight it out and drop it. No, I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. But yes, it was great chatting with you guys, and I hope you guys have a very blessed week. Pray for me that the Lord continues to work on me, and yeah, I'll give y'all an update next week on this refund that I'll be requesting. All right, bye-bye.